It has been hell this week for the MrBeast crew. If you're somehow unaware of what's been going on, a lot of allegations have been made towards Tyson from the crew, those being a lot of inappropriate messages sent to people under the age of 18. Well, this has been one of the biggest stories on the internet this year. Somehow this managed to top the Dr. Disrespect situation. Every day, Tyson has been trending on Twitter with over hundreds of thousands of tweets. Well, today we finally got a response from MrBeast. He says, "Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings." Overall, I feel like this is a pretty decent response. Collaborating with so many companies, businesses, and celebrities, I think it would be hard to associate with anything like this. And I think that hiring independent investigators is one of the best ways to get some answers, because although we've seen a lot of messages at this point, nobody truly knows how deep it goes. And so I feel like it's difficult to make a proper assessment. But something that's kind of interesting and in contrast with Ava's post is MrBeast says that Ava was let go of. But then in Ava's post, she says that she decided to leave the company. But to be honest, it would be embarrassing that you have to come out and publicly say that you got let go from the biggest YouTube channel. Even in Dr. Disrespect's case, he said that he left the company and then they came out and said that they fired him. So I just feel like it's kind of standard procedure that you have to say that. So obviously this situation has been pretty bad on the MrBeast brand, and things only seem to get worse when a clip from a podcast that MrBeast was on 7 years ago came out.
And he did say that he enjoys the Catch Me Outside girl and thinks she's funny, so...
What,
let's be real. You want to put your dick in her?
Probably not.
Enjoying someone and putting your dick in someone is...
So for context, this is from an old commentary YouTuber podcast called Hot Wet Soup. Now this obviously looks really bad, but one of the podcast hosts, Leon Lush, came out and he had a few things to say.
This was a long time ago at the beginning of our YouTube journey when being edgy was a content strategy. Cringe in hindsight. Now it's hard to hear, but after the "you wouldn't put your dick in her" statement, I think it's important to note he says, "I wouldn't do that, she's way too young," after the initial unfunny joke. But I think it's silly to use this particular clip as an indictment on his character.
I gotta say that as somebody that listened to that podcast when it came out 7 years ago, I agree. If you listen to what MrBeast says after this comment, it's pretty clear that he's joking, but obviously it's a joke that you shouldn't make in any regards. And I think that when the timing is this bad, it's easy to start drawing connections to things. But I think we have to keep in mind that MrBeast has never exhibited any creepy behavior towards anybody, aside from the Saw Trap YouTube videos. And I think there's no world in which these jokes can be defended. I don't even think MrBeast would defend it, but that's really all it is, just a really tasteless joke. Believe me, if anybody truly thought that MrBeast was a creep, I think everybody would be right on it to expose him. He's literally the biggest creator in the world. It would be a massive story. But just having this one clip alone without any other behavior to support it, it's just a big nothing burger. But I've got to say that the timing is absolutely terrible. But I really don't like the agenda that's been going on over the last couple days. It seems like instead of looking at this one specific set of allegations, it's turned into this big conspiracy theory that MrBeast is holding an operation behind the scenes, that he's some Epstein type character and you don't even know what his crew is up to. I think this is just ridiculous and borderline conspiracy theorist, because generally his channel has been really positive, and regardless of him having a pretty edgy humor in the past, not just the last clip but other clips as well, I think he has shown that he's grown out of that era. And I think with his newest tweet response, that's the best way you could handle this. He didn't beat around the bush, he took action and he's investigating it. So I think all we can do at this point is wait around and see what the results are. But in the meantime, we really shouldn't be trying to cancel MrBeast. Unless there's truly any real reason to cancel him, we shouldn't just bring up every clip of everything he's said over the last 10 years. It just muddies the whole situation and makes things more complicated. But let me know your thoughts. Most of the people that get recommended these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you haven't done that, hit that button. And yeah, peace out.